everyone, Share with Small Pets here. I can't believe it's 2018 already. That's friggin' insane. 1, 2017 went by way too quickly, and 2, that means I've been on YouTube for 3 years now, which is insane to me. That's just crazy, especially because I spent most of last year basically MIA. There's a lot of reasons for that. Essentially, last year really sucked. I don't know how else to put it. Last year was just garbage. We had a lot of loss, including the loss of my family dog of 14 years. And we lost a lot of small pets in and around, right and around our wedding, actually, so it kind of bookended our wedding really sourly. So I just didn't really have a lot of motivation. We also had a lot of crap go down with people that, with close friends, with some stuff that went on with people that, that I've been friends with for a lot of years. And YouTube was just too filled with drama for my liking, and I just decided that I wasn't motivated anymore, and I couldn't do it. So I took a break, and now I'm back. I thought, really, Remus? Really? He's upset because he's being blocked from the room for the first time ever. So, yeah, basically, this year sucked. I just put Bambi back for a second. She looked like she had to pee, so I'll grab her back in a minute. But for those of you that aren't sure, this is actually one of the shed pigs. This is Mad Eye. Her hair has grown back really. She looks really pretty, right? She's acting absolutely nuts right now, which is not. I kind of wanted to show her because she's made so much progress, and of course right now she's just like, oh, I see you've got a camera, allow me to show my crazy side and why I got the name Mad Eye. Yeah, see, as soon as she gives you that look, it's that look. That's why we gave her that name. But yeah, I just wanted to show one of the shed pigs and show that she's, they're thriving, still dealing with some stuff, but for the most part everything's good. I basically wanted to start off this year with a video, basically kind of like trends that I'd like us to ditch in 2018. It's only 2 things because I feel like I could make a whole video on both, but I don't want to sound too ranty, but I also, you guys know me. Basically, there's 2 things that kind of have been an underlying constant theme for the last, I'd say 2 years on YouTube, and I really would like to see them both go away. The first is I'd really like us to stop worrying about being too nice when it comes to cases of animal neglect. I'm really sick of that. I'm sick of the fact that because a YouTuber, for example, is either well-loved or popular or has bought friendships by sending presents and shit, that we turn the other way if they get rid of all their pets and then 2 months later get new ones. And then I find that it's escalated this year where I've seen more cases of straight up animal neglect, where the people have got too many pets that they know what to do with. And rather than ask for help, they let them basically die and squander. And that's really what happened with these guys here. Everybody was so many people that were involved were so concerned with the person who was hoarding these animals in a shed that they didn't want me posting about them on Facebook or Instagram. We weren't supposed to say bad stuff about the person that did it, and God forbid you call anybody and report it. And it happened with Jumba's original owner, the person that adopted Ohana's brother. He was nearly dead before he was taken out of that home. I've never told that story on YouTube. I'm not sure I'd be able to get through it, but I might if it's a story that I feel like it's probably a story that needs to be told. Especially because Jumba is no longer with us now, but it's happened so many frickin' times, and I'm sick of it. Basically, I'm tired of people worrying more about the person who is hoarding these animals and letting them die and throwing them into the garbage than the animals that are being affected. And I know that sounds harsh and blah, 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 and I'm a person, and I'm aware, mental health is something that affects my best friends in the world. It's something that affects all of us every day, but there's a line. Oh my God, preciousness. And I feel like there's a difference between hoarding things and ruining, you know, unfortunately ruining your own life, and then hoarding living, breathing animals who depend on you to protect them. That's where my line kind of is, where I believe in, yes, these people need help. However, they also need to face the consequences of their actions. And I found that far too many times, almost every time, especially in Ontario, and especially because our animal protection laws are shit. And then you throw in the fact that they're small animals and things go out the door because the OSPCA does like nothing for them. They're tossaways. They're essentially disposable animals. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of us worrying about hurting people's feelings or about coming across as nice or about, you know, making sure that we get along with everybody. Like, screw that. These animals are literally dying. Like, there's a case going on right now that is under investigation where there was a rescue that essentially turned into an animal hoarding situation where she's been documented, like, letting animals sit and live in their own feces, throwing animal carcasses out by the handful, and refusing help. So this is not a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 time thing. This is happening all the time. And when it happens in spaces like YouTube, I feel like it's even worse because it's all happening online. It's being friggin' filmed. So if we see it, we need to call it out. We need to say something. We need to stop worrying about being friends with everybody or about rocking the boat. This boat needs to be rocked. This boat needs to be tipped and sunk, frankly. I am so sick of animals suffering at the hands of people who get in over their heads because either they think that collecting animals is cute or that they just want one of every color or that they just think that they're somehow in their twisted wet mind, they're thinking that they're helping them. If you're dumping out their carcasses, girl, you're not helping them. Okay? I'm done. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I can't. We all know the feeling of getting overwhelmed. Sometimes if we deal with 1 or 2 illnesses at once, all of a sudden it feels like, oh my God, like this is a lot. But you have to learn what your limit is. You have to be able to reach out when you need to, and you need to know yourself, because for some people 2 animals is too many, and for some people 26 is just fine, is a totally manageable number. So it's not about the numbers, it's about the care. If you can provide great care for 30 pets, good on you. If you can't provide decent care for 4 pets, you need to stop. Okay? That's a trend. I want us to stop worrying about being so freaking nice. That's really where I'm at. I don't want to go on and on and on about it. But I'm sick of seeing criticisms on stuff that is unnecessary. Like, do you let your guinea pigs outside all the time? Like, no, girl, we live in Canada. Like, that doesn't work. Versus, this is straight up animal neglect and nobody's saying a frickin' thing. Get off your internet high horses and be an activist for these animals that can't speak for themselves. That's that point before I get too worked up. Next one, you'd think is self-explanatory. However, over the last 2 years, and I haven't been active on Facebook at all, hardly this year. And that's because life's been life, but it doesn't matter. I get messages every couple days, and I know one of my best friends, Abby from Skinny Pigs One, she gets contacted in ad nauseum because she's the guinea pig guru. But the amount of times we get contacted being like, my guinea pig has a gaping wound, or it's got a growth coming out of its eye, or it's breathing funny. What do I do? We aren't your vet. Okay, that's the second point. That's the second trend I'd like us to ditch in 2018. Stop pretending that YouTubers are your substitute and excuse to go to a vet, for a vet. Okay, we're not. We are pet owners the exact same as you. While we might have more experience in certain animal wellness stuff because we've dealt with more or we've had pets for longer, does not make us vets. While we might have an idea of what might be wrong with your pig or your pet, we aren't able to, 1, do x-rays or blood work. We can't administer drugs. We aren't seeing your pet in person. You need a vet. Okay? And the amount of times that we get that, I've had it happen twice where I've had somebody, I ignored their message because it gets to the point where it's just depressing and exhausting because we can't fix your animal. And also, there's lots of days where I don't check my Facebook messages for days because, like, I don't bother. So I've had one where I totally missed a message. I didn't see it. And like 3 days later, the person messaged me and is like, thanks, my pet died. I mean, technically, you're welcome. But like, that's not supposed to be on me. That's not on Abby. That's not on any of us. That's on you to take your animal to the vet. I'm just going to close in on that. Look at that face. Because I'm not seeing your animal. I don't have a degree in veterinary sciences. Okay? I purposely didn't try to get into vet school because I don't have the heart to deal with that stuff. It's not fair to put that on us. We aren't there to fix your pet. You are your pet's advocate. You need to fix your pet. Okay? We aren't your vet. Those are my 2 trends that I want to ditch this year. I'll have more with the pigs soon. And I'll have a fun intro video coming in hopefully tomorrow. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to say I'm back. I apologize for my absence. Life gets rough sometimes. And we'll see you guys all real soon. Oh, first, what are some trends you'd like to ditch this year? Anything? Any idea? Let me know in the comments. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.